Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Western New England University's virtual open house. My name is Carrie Jarzabski, and I'm the Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management and Retention and Dean of First Year Students. And it's my pleasure to be your host today. We promise that today's virtual event will be exciting and informative for you. But we do know that you would prefer to be on campus with us, and fall is a beautiful time to be on campus with the leaves and the foliage. But we're going to make the very best of this experience, and we're going to make it fun for you. So whether you are just starting your college search process or you're a senior in the final decision-making processes, we know that through today's program, you're going to get a better sense of what it's like to live and learn on our campus. And I hope you walk away with a sense of the personalized attention that you're going to get at this institution and really get a sense of the community here and for your growth and development. We know it can be stressful, exciting, but stressful to be doing a college search process in normal times. And that 5-letter word, COVID, is certainly adding to that stress. But I was thinking this morning that you might actually have it a little bit better this year because you didn't have to get up early this morning. You're probably either still in your sweatpants or your pajamas. You can have a cup of coffee, and you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to be home in time for the Pats game. So I hope you have fun with us today. I know you're going to enjoy interacting with our students as they talk about their experiences, how they went through the search process, how they came to choose Western New England University, and how this campus experience has really helped them to grow and develop as they seek their professional goals. And you're going to get to hear from all of them, and you're going to get to hear from our faculty and some staff about our academic programs and services and the support network as well. So get ready to have some fun with us this morning. We're going to show you a video in just a couple minutes here of our students that was shot pre-COVID in early spring. So you might notice that our students are not yet wearing masks, and they might be positioned closely together in this video. But rest assured, we're all wearing masks on campus now, and we're staying 6 feet apart. So please join me in watching this brief video about what our students love best about Western New England.
Okay. Hi, I'm Michaela, and I'm from Bennington, Vermont, and I'm a senior here.
Hi, I'm Aubrey, and I'm from East Windsor, Connecticut, and I'm also a senior here. Let's go meet some of your future classmates.
Yeah, let's go.
My name is Marissa Vero. I'm from Saratoga Springs, New York. I'm part of the class of 2021.
My name is Alexis Schaubs. I'm from Somerset, Massachusetts, and I'm the class of 2021. Best place to study on campus is the CSP.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Portal. I'm a junior criminal justice major from West Hartford, Connecticut. The biggest don't for freshmen, I would definitely say do not skip any classes.
Get involved on campus. It helps out so much.
The best part about living on campus is you get to make new friends, and I can walk to Dunkin' Donuts.
Hi, my name is Amoy Barrett. I'm from Avon, Mass, class of 2023, and my favorite place to eat on campus is the dining hall.
Hi, my name is Autumn Kelly. I'm a junior computer engineering major from Princeton, Massachusetts. My favorite event at Western New England is opening day when the first year students move in. As a peer advisor, it's really exciting to meet everybody and see their first day on campus and make those connections on day one.
I'm Evelyn Nassif. I'm from Meriden, Connecticut, class 2022. My favorite place to hang out is the Commonwealth Lawn because we all get to hang out and do fun things together.
Name, hometown, and year. Okay. Hi, my name is Jessica Goodrich. I am from Springfield, Massachusetts, so I am a native here, and I am a junior. My favorite thing about WNE is the diversity programs and the Connections Mentoring Club.
My name is Ashley Buchanan. I'm from Wallingford, Connecticut, and I'm the class of 2022. The biggest advice I have for freshmen is to not wear your lanyard around your neck, because then it makes it really obvious you're a freshman.
My name is Allison New. I'm from Rochester, New York, and I am in the class of 2021. And I chose Western New England University because it's such a pretty campus.
Hi, my name is Matunga. I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts. The best place to study on campus is definitely the DeMoore Library.
My name is Jared Maple. I'm from the class of 2020, and I'm from Southwick, Mass. My favorite class here was playwriting. I met a ton of new people, and it was really put me out of my comfort zone in the best way possible.
Oh yeah, I got it. Hi, I'm Christina Sorty. I'm from Bethlehem, Connecticut. I'm the class of 2021, and I really love when we have sporting events on campus, and I think it really brings everyone together, especially homecoming weekend in the fall.
What's going on? I'm Johnny Riley from Holbrook, New York.
The best place to meet new people.
I'd say the best place to meet new people would have to be like, not career fairs, but club fairs. Get involved with all the different activities that the campus has to offer.
I'm a member of the Citrus Players, the theater group on campus. I'm a member of WARP, the gaming club on campus. I'm a member of the Review of Art and Literature.
My name's Colin Bean. I'm from East Windsor, Connecticut. I'm a pharmaceutical business major, sophomore, and one word to describe WNE is excellent.
All of the students and the faculty really care about all the students in the classroom, and they want to see you do well, and all the staff members truly are great at reaching out and just wanting us to do better in everything that we do.
It's to just really make the most of your time at Western New England, get as involved as you can, and you're going to love it here.
Hi, welcome back, everybody. I'm coming to you live today from our University Commons, which is home to our dining hall. And if someone asked me what I like best about Western New England, based on what I'm smelling this morning as our students are coming up for brunch, I would probably say our Starbucks coffee and our chocolate chip cookies. So there's lots of things to love about Western New England. I've been at the university. This is my 18th year. And I think what I love best about the university is the opportunity to really get to know our students closely, and that I get to work with fantastic colleagues. So my co-hosts today are Spirit, our Golden Bear mascot, and Brian Gross, the Vice President for Enrollment Management and Marketing. And it's my pleasure to introduce Brian Gross.
Well, hi, Carrie. Thank you so much for having me here today. I just want to let everyone know how excited I am to be with you today, and thank you so much for being with us at our virtual open house. Western New England University is really on the rise. You're going to hear so much about what makes Western New England University a special place today. You're going to hear that we're #1 in the state of Massachusetts for jobs and #5 in the nation. As a matter of fact, just last week, we were named by U.S. News and World Report amongst the top national universities in regards to our undergraduate engineering program. These are facts. I know these are really important, but for me, one of the reasons that I love coming to work every single day is the feeling that you get on campus. And that's really hard to describe, and we're going to try to capture that for you today. So a couple things about our program that I want you to be mindful of. We encourage our students and everything that they do to take risks, and so we're taking risks with you today by being live. We want you to use that chat function on YouTube Live. So ask your questions all day long. We have admissions counselors, we have staff members, we have faculty members. We want to hear from you. We want to engage from you today. A couple other things to remember. At 11:15 today, we're going to be running some breakout sessions. So we have members of our faculty in our 3 undergraduate colleges who are going to be meeting with you. If you're watching on YouTube Live, look for the section that says breakout, wne.edu/breakout. So don't forget all day to be engaging with us. I have here just one of the many awesome prizes that we're going to be giving out, this Western New England Golden Bear t-shirt. List your first name, your last name, your hometown, and we'll make sure to get a prize to you. Hashtag us on social media, hashtag WNE Spirit, and thanks so much for being here with us. We're going to have a lot of fun today. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our 6th president of Western New England University. Dr. Robert E. Johnson started here in August, and he has really, really come here with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of knowledge and expertise. We are so excited as a community to have Dr. Johnson with us as our president, and it's my honor to introduce him to you now to give us a welcome.
Good morning, future Golden Bears. It is exciting to have you here for this virtual open house. I know it is a most interesting and challenging time in your lives, but we here at Western New England University, we welcome you with open arms. You know, this is a place where dreams do come true. Whatever it is that you want to pursue in life in terms of the possibilities of a higher education experience, a great student experience, you can find it here at Western New England. We're large enough without being too large. We're small enough without being too small. It's kind of like, for your parents, they would understand this. It's kind of like Cheers, where everybody knows your name. We are career focused in our academic programs. We provide you and prepare you for jobs that do not yet exist, utilizing technologies that have yet to be created to solve problems that have not yet been identified. This is an interesting time in your lives as you are exploring the possibilities of going to college and where you will go to college. We have a beautiful campus with tremendous support programs for you that will help you to figure out what you want to be when you grow up. Again, dreams really, really, really do come true. Brian mentioned that, we are number 5 in the country and number 1 in Massachusetts in helping young people get jobs upon graduation. That's Western New England University. What you're going to find today in this virtual visit is an opportunity to not only see our campus, but to visit with our students, our faculty, and staff. This is a great place. And I'm not going to get into the details of all that you're going to learn from all of our accredited programs in business and, of course, our law school and pharmacy and what have you. What I really want to talk to you about is about possibility thinking. That it's possible for you to realize your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. I'm going to share with you a very short story about the importance of not letting anyone steal your dream. I'll never forget that day. I was a senior in high school, 17 years old, and I went to my counselor, Mrs. Musson, in Detroit, Michigan. And I attended a public high school. It was college prep, Cass Technical High School. I was a pre-engineering major. And I said, Mrs. Musson, I have this dream and this goal to go to Morehouse College. And my high school counselor looked me dead in the face and said, Robert, you're not college material. And I went and I told my mom and my dad, and my mother said, we're not having it. And you know what I did? She said, we put in our application for me to go to Morehouse. And I kept thinking about what Mrs. Musson had said to me, that, you're not college material. When I got my acceptance letter to attend Morehouse, I made a copy of it and I gave it to Mrs. Musson. When I graduated from Morehouse with a degree in economics, I made a copy of my degree and I sent it to Mrs. Musson. If she had been alive when I assumed my first presidency at Becker College several years ago, I would have invited her and had her front and center. My point is, don't you ever let anybody steal your dreams. And at Western New England University, as a community of learners, this is a place where your dreams will come true. When you're thinking about giving up and not hanging in there, we'll be right there with you saying, get up, keep going, you can make it. When you get discouraged and you get tired and get weary, we may say you can rest, but you can't quit. This is a place where a community of learners come together to help young people realize their dreams day in and day out. So whatever your dreams happen to be, whatever your goals happen to be, Western New England, Golden Bear Country, this is the place for you. The great educator, Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays, used to say that the tragedy in life is not to have a goal that you never achieve, but the tragedy in life is not to have a goal. He said it isn't a calamity to live and die with a dream that has gone unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to have ever dreamed. He said it is no disgrace to never, ever reach your star, but it is a disgrace to not have a star to reach for. He said it is no disaster to never, ever capture that idea, but it is a disaster not to have an idea to capture. He said not failure, but low aim is the greater sin. Future Golden Bears, as you explore this day, remember that we are about helping you to realize your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. It's possible. So if you want to become an accountant, a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor, this is the place for you. Number 5 in the country and number 1 in Massachusetts in helping young people get jobs with our career-focused programs. I want you to have a tremendous day, virtual day, here at Western New England University. We're with you, and you know what? I hope that you will select our institution. And next September, if we're in this post-COVID world, that we will all meet each other with no mask on, face to face, having a good time, and helping you to take the next step into your future. Welcome to Western New England University, where dreams do come true.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, President Johnson. I can't tell you how grateful we are as a community to have you here as our leader, and your words are so important for students and our families to hear at this time. You know, you had mentioned during your conversation with our students about school counselors, and I had mentioned when I first came on that Western New England is really on the rise. One of the things that we hear from the school counselor community, and that we believe so deeply here at Western New England University, is that you simply won't find a school in the Northeast that is our size, that delivers our type of personal attention with our mix of academic programs. Just think about the possibilities when you think about possibility thinking that you can do with our curriculum here. Business, engineering, pharmacy, health sciences, criminal justice, history, English, law, with an emphasis on all kinds of matters relating to social justice. The curriculum at Western New England is so excited. Our school counselor community tells us the advantages of having students come here to be able to combine our unique academic offerings is frankly second to none. So it's my pleasure to tee up this video that will introduce you to the academics at Western.
The world is changing, and so is the way we learn about it. At Western New England University, your academic experience will be personal, innovative, and immersive. We give you both the content and the context to prepare you for a career that you'll love and to navigate through the exciting changes of the workplace of tomorrow. It's a formula for success that has made WNE number 5 in the nation and number 1 in Massachusetts for preparing graduates who get jobs. In small classes, you'll learn from professors who are experts in their subjects and hold the highest degrees in their fields. While they are first and foremost outstanding classroom teachers, they are also active in research and scholarship, whether it's participating in National Science Foundation funded research, creating an elevator pitch for your newest business venture, or entering your short film into a media festival. Faculty members are there for you. Your instruction will take place in our modern classrooms and more than 50 engineering and science labs. You can produce your own documentary in our TV studio, learn about trading stocks in the Cohen Trading and Financial Center, or prepare for a career using big data in the Business Analytics Center. Beyond the classroom, your WNE experience will include fieldwork, research projects, and over 1,000 internship sites. We'll help you develop an entrepreneurial mindset and become a lifelong innovator and problem solver, whether your major is computer engineering or social work. Through the Honors and Global Scholars programs, you can take on even greater academic challenges. Choosing the right school and academic program is more than just landing on a major. It's about finding a place that offers both opportunity and community. One where you will feel valued and supported to challenge yourself and become the young professional you are destined to be. Western New England University can be that place for you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here over in the Mass Center, and I want to make sure that you all are paying attention and we haven't lost you. So just a reminder, to win the t-shirts that the students behind me are wearing, you've got to ask us a question in the chat. So I've got my iPad and I'm ready to take your questions. So please drop us a question. So we just watched a video about academics, and I get it. You know, it's stressful trying to think about what you want to do for the rest of your life. And you don't have to do that. Don't think about it that way. You know, what is the coursework that you enjoy right now? What are you interested in? The great thing about Western New England is that we have such a variety of academic programs here. When I think back to my time as a student, which was a long time ago, when I came to college, I didn't I didn't even know it was a thing that you could be an assistant vice president for enrollment management. And frankly, it doesn't sound all that exciting. When I came to college, I wanted to be a broadcast journalist. So I guess I found a job where I can kind of do that now. But it was through my experiences out of the classroom as a student leader, as a first-year seminar assistant, that I realized that working with students and being in the field of education was right for me. So that's the great thing about coming here, is that no matter what, there's plenty of opportunities, and we along the way and how the right fit. And so to tell you a little bit more about some of our academic support services, I'd invite you to watch this video now with Jessica Hill, Alyssa Caligiuri, and Dominic Seguro. They're going to talk about our advising center, our peer advisors, and academic support.
My name is Jessica Hill, and I'm the Director of University Advising.
My name is Alyssa Caligiuri, and I'm the Assistant Director for First Year Student Success.
The university really wanted to support the success of our first-year students, so we developed the 4U Comprehensive Advising Model. Within that model, all first-year students have a team of 4 advisors to help them along the way during their first year. Those advisors include a faculty advisor, a university advisor, a career advisor, and a peer advisor. Every student will have a faculty advisor. Typically, the faculty advisor is the student's professor, usually in their first year seminar course. The faculty advisor is the student's academic advisor. They're that major specific discipline advisor. They're going to work with students each semester to make sure that they're taking the right number of classes and taking the right classes. First year students will have the university advisor for the 4 years that they are at Western New England University, regardless of any change of major. The great thing about the university advisor is they will check in with the students on a regular basis. So the university advisor will serve as a breadth of knowledge in knowing the different campus resources that are available to students. The career advisor is the advisor that's going to assist students with, career selection, career exploration. The career advisor is really going to come in handy when it's time for the students to start looking for their internship experiences. Career advisor is also going to help students get a job. That's the main thing we want, is our students to graduate from here and have a job on hand by the time they leave our institution.
Peer advisor is an upper class student who goes through a rigorous selection process and training process. So they train about over 150 hours. They go through training sessions on listening skills, to mentoring, to student development theory, what transitional issues first year students will face. With the peer advisor role, it's a great opportunity for students to actually lean on a peer who's been in their shoes before, and someone to kind of just give advice to or walk them through the resources or anything that they need on campus.
My name is Dominic Seguro. I am the Director for Student Success and Engagement. The Academic Success Center consists of 3 professional staff members who are committed to providing support for both your students inside and outside the classroom. So peer tutoring is a free program on our campus where the student requests a tutor and they are placed with a student who's already taken that class and has already succeeded with an A in that classroom. We also have a program called Academic Progress Monitoring on our campus. It is a mandatory program for those who fall under our academic standards. However, it's offered for all students to take advantage of. Academic Progress Monitoring focuses specifically on the fundamental skills for a student to be successful in the class. Students can set up a one-on-one meeting with any of the professional staff members in the Academic Success Center to really discuss maybe what they have going on that they want more support on. We do workshops inside classrooms, and we also provide those workshops one-on-one. My staff loves meeting with students. I think that's one of the things that sets our campus apart, is that our staff is really here focused on the student's success, and we want your students to succeed. So as long as your students are reaching out for that help, we are here to support them through those struggles.
Hi, everybody. We know that you would much prefer to hear from students than from me about their experiences on campus, and I'm really lucky to be joined today by some fantastic students, Madison, Nico, and Jordan, and they're going to talk to you a little bit about how they have interacted with the Advising Center and academic support. So I'm going to step back, put my mask back on, and turn it over to them. Madison?
Hey everybody, I'm Madison Caldwell. I'm a senior health science major from Belchertown, Massachusetts. Coming into college, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to be involved in the health career, path. So I came in as a biology major, but after taking a few courses, I realized I wanted something a little bit more. So I'd gone to my faculty advisor and kind of expressed my concerns, and he kind of walked me through all the different health career curriculums that we have here on campus, and I figured out that health sciences was for me. He he has made sure, sorry. Connected to him to this day. I'm in class with him right now. He's always emailing me research opportunities and all of that. And as a peer advisor on campus, I've seen the university advisors work really hard with my advisees to ensure that they have their success as well, whether it be changing their schedules, changing professors for classes, just to fit their schedules a lot better, and even something as simple as kind of clarifying the different majors, kind of like my faculty advisor had done to me. So like I said, the university advisors have been working really hard with peer advisors and their students. So I'm going to hand it over to Nico, and he's going to explain that a little bit more for you guys.
Hey everyone, I'm Nico Carantonis. I'm from Salem, New Hampshire, and I'm a junior biomedical engineering major. So a peer advisor is a student leader on campus. We each get assigned a group of students to work with throughout the year. We go through roughly 100 hours of training throughout the entire academic year. So one of my favorite things about being a peer advisor is I get to meet with my students every other week, but I'm also in the classroom with them and their seminar class. So I get to see them once every week, which is pretty awesome because I can catch up, see how they're doing academically, so like I said, I get to see them. One of my favorite things that I get to do is I get to help them with their personal success plan here on campus, which we focus on 3 things: a physical goal, an academic goal, and an intellectual goal. So with those, I get to see how they're doing, see what their hopes and dreams are for their accomplishments these 4 years here on campus. I also get to share a whole bunch of resources that I know that I went through during training that I learned about and point them in the right direction. So what made me want to become a peer advisor was my peer advisor herself. She pushed me out of my comfort zone a lot here on campus. By doing so, she got me involved, pushed me out of my shell, but also helped me find the academic resources that I needed in order to do well here on campus. So to talk a little bit more about those, Jordan's going to take it over from here. Jordan.
Hi, my name is Jordan Brown, and I'm American Studies major. I'm also a senior from Wilbraham, Mass. My freshman year, the first class that I took here was sociology. The class had a final that was a research paper. Prior to this, I had never done a research paper, so I wasn't really sure what steps I needed to be taking to ensure that I got the grade that I wanted. So I went and visited the writing center. When I went to the writing center, they kind of showed me the steps that I need to take. They let me know what I maybe should be taking out of my paper, what I should be adding into it, just to make sure that it's how I wanted it to look. They also were able to look at my resources and all my sources and just make sure that they were good and something that the professor would want. Another good thing about the writing center was that they let my professor know every single time that I was at the writing center. That way my professor knew that I was putting in all the effort that I could put in. And if I ever did ask them a question, they knew that I was going to the writing center. I also took both of my math classes my freshman year. So I was in the math center quite a lot. I would go almost every week just to do my homework. A really good thing about the math center is that there's always a professor walking around. So if you ever have a question, you can ask them, or if you have a question on your homework, they're always willing to help you out. There's also always a tutor in the math center. So if you need a tutor for a specific class at a certain time, you'll know at 4 o'clock, this tutor will be here, or at 5 o'clock, this tutor will be here. Now that I am a upperclassman, I've had the opportunity to work in both the Academic Success Center as an academic progress monitor and the Math Center as a tutor, and just being able to help other students be as successful academically as I have been. So now that we've all spoken, Dean Jay, do you have any questions for us?
I do have some questions. We have some folks here who clearly want some t-shirts. I'm hoping more of you will post some questions for these guys. We want them to work hard here. We dragged all of our students out of bed to talk to you this morning, so make them work. All right, we have Carrie from Brownville, Maine. I had to call on you, Carrie, because you have a great name. So she would like to know if we have an honors program on campus. Can anyone talk a little bit about the honors program?
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about it. So we do have an honors program. There's different ones per each college on campus. So there's an honors program in engineering, one in business, and one in arts and sciences. So you apply for the honors program when you're applying to go to the school your freshman year. And basically to finish being in the honors program, you have to take a certain amount of classes that are honors classes. I've actually taken some honors classes, so I kind of know how they feel. They're basically done more as a seminar basis so that it feels more like graduate school, so you're doing a little bit more work than the average class.
Great, thanks so much. And it sort of ends up being like a minor, if you will. Students tend to take about 18 to 21 credits of honors level courses, and you'll be connected with an honors advisor to help you with that. So Cole from Westbrook, Connecticut, not academic related. He's clearly wanting to make sure he can come and go as he would like when he gets on campus. He wants to know if you can have a car on campus during your first year.
You definitely can have a car on campus your first year as a freshman, from the day you get here to the last day. I personally chose not to have a car on campus my first year. I am from Belchertown, Massachusetts, which is about 30 minutes from here. So I knew that if I had a car, maybe I'd be going home a little too much. But now, my senior year, I finally have my car on campus. It definitely is a great resource to be able to go off campus, grab groceries or grab some food with your friends. But it really is up to your digression.
All right, great. I think that's what we'll take for now for questions. So if you like these shirts that they're wearing, get your questions coming in. We're now going to invite you to watch a brief video about the residential experience, what it's like to live on campus and the variety of different programs that we offer. And then we're going to talk to you a little bit about our commuter experience. And right after that video, you'll get to meet 2 more of our students to share their personal experiences. So let's take a few minutes here and watch the video.
Welcome. It's a great day to be a Golden Bear. My name is Jerry Roeder, and I am an assistant dean and the director of residence life. The on-campus residential experience is all about the well-rounded, complete college experience, and that's what we have to offer you when you choose to live on campus with us. The first year residential experience includes the BEAR program. BEAR stands for Building Experiences Among Residents. It's basically a year-long program encouraging our first-year students to get involved and to participate in various events and activities on campus where the students will have an opportunity to further connect and grow with their university. Another component to our first-year residential experience is what we call our learning interest communities. It's an opportunity for students to live together with other students on a shared floor with students that have a common interest, whether it be an academic interest or a social interest. There has been national research that has shown that students who choose to live on campus tend to be more successful socially and academically. It's not surprising because the more time that you're spending on campus and connecting with peers in the halls and the resources that are available to you on campus, you know what is there to help you be more successful.
Hi there, prospective Golden Bears. My name is Melissa Lambert. I am the Director of Student Involvement and Leadership on campus. We have a great leadership development program. So we have series for students from first year through their senior year, focusing on all different topic areas, really focusing on you as an individual, building some transferable skills. Everything that is open to our residential students is open to our commuter students. Any club or organization that you want to get involved in, any program that you want to go to on campus. We also provide additional resources. So we have lockers in our campus so you don't have to lug everything back and forth every day. Our office also oversees the civic engagement program on campus. So our alternative break programs are able to travel during the fall break and the spring break and really get out and do some community service.
Well, hi everyone. It's me, Brian, and I'm happy to be back with you here. I'm actually sitting in one of our first-year residence halls in Franklin Hall. I hope you enjoyed hearing from Dean Roeder and Melissa Lambert about the opportunities for students both living on campus and commuting. I couldn't be happier to be here with you with 2 of our terrific Golden Bear students. I'm here joined by Haley and Garrick. I'll let them take it away and introduce themselves.
Good morning, all. My name is Haley. I am a junior here at Western New England, and I am from West Springfield, Massachusetts. I have lived on campus for the past 3 years as a resident. This year and last year, so the past past 2 years, I've also been a resident advisor. So if you live on campus as a first-year student, you will have a resident advisor that lives on your floor with you. And basically, the role of the resident advisor is to create a sense of community on the floor and to, look over the social aspect, make sure everyone is staying safe and being inclusive, and really just ensuring to give everybody the best possible experience that they can do. We also host programs and events throughout the semester for our resident students to attend in the residence hall. So we really just work to build that sense of community. I personally love living on campus. I think it's been, some of the best times has been here living at Western New England University, and living on campus gives you the opportunity to have a great social experience here on campus.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you, Haley. Hi, everyone. Hope you guys are staying safe and doing okay. My name is Garrick Burnett. I am a senior mathematical sciences major from Chicopee, Massachusetts. So this is my 4th year being here at Western New England. I've lived off campus at home for all 4 years. So I grew up in Springfield. I grew up actually down the road from Western New England. And I moved to Chicopee, where I live now. Commuting from home, right, it can present some different challenges that other students may face. A transition to college is, can be challenging in general, right? But some commuter students kind of face some different problems. Just like my experience, some problems that I really faced was just like getting involved and trying to stay connected, right? I was the type of student who just drove to class, went to class, and then just drove home, right? I wasn't really staying connected or anything like that. So a big thing that Western New England does is they're going to support you and they're going to connect you in so many ways, if you live on campus or off campus, right? So I got reached out by professors and some staff and some of the officers on campus. And, I joined peer advising was the first thing I joined, right? So that led me to so many connections with some of the faculty and the staff and other student leaders on campus. And then, from being a peer advisor, that led me, to more doors in other areas and just more connections and just staying involved. And it's really awesome. So one club for the commuters, we have over 70 clubs and organizations on campus. And one of them is the Commuter Council, which I'm the president of. So basically, Commuter Council is just a club for commuters, and we're just trying to keep you connected on the university and just feeling appreciative and things like that. So we hold events and we do different things just for commuting students only, so they can get together, meet each other, make some connections. Some officers will come in and talk about, some positive ways to be a commuting student, and, balancing, academic life and, working and then living at home and this and that, right? So I think the big part about Western New England is whether you're going to be on campus or off campus, we're going to support you in so many ways, from your first day here in opening weekend until all the way until graduation. You will be supported and you will be connected through Western New England in so many ways.
Great. Thank you so much, Garrick. And at this point, I'd love to take some questions live, particularly about our activities, our clubs and activities. We're going to give away some T-shirts here. And I'm going to take my first live question here. I have a question that just came through to ask about our athletic programs. Can you talk about how students are involved with athletics?
Yeah. So I am actually a member of the women's tennis team on campus. So there are a bunch of different varsity athletic teams on campus. There are, like I said, men's and women's tennis. There's also volleyball, football, golf, men's and women's soccer. Those are the fall sports. And then there is men's and women's lacrosse, baseball, softball, swimming, basketball. There's also a club rugby team, which is really awesome. And then there are also some recreation clubs such as Ultimate Frisbee, and there's a cheerleading club as well. So there are a lot of different athletic opportunities on campus, as well as intramural sports as well, that change throughout the semester.
Great. Thank you so much. I have a question that came through. Are students able to live on campus for all 4 years? And if they are, what is that like? What are the different residence halls like? And how does that whole process work for students?
So there are a bunch of different residence halls on campus. If you are a first-year student, you have 5 different options. You can live in the Quad, which is Franklin Hall, Berkshire Hall, and Hamden Hall. And those are traditional, double bedroom style, communal bathroom, different floors, gender by floor. So that's really awesome. There's also La Riviere, which is where I'm a resident advisor, and that is suite style housing. That is honors housing and rising business professionals housing. And there's also Commonwealth Hall, which is also traditional double bedrooms, and there is just different bathroom setups. So there's semi-private bathrooms, so you share a bathroom with like 5 other bedrooms. But if you want to live on campus after your freshman year, which is awesome, there's a bunch of different opportunities. There's La Riviere Center, again, where you can live in suite style housing. There's also Gateway, which is apartments across the street. And then there are Evergreen and Southwood Halls, which are also the apartment style setups. And then Wyndham Hall as well, where you can live in a premium single or a double as a sophomore, junior, or senior. So there are a bunch of different setups, different styles, all great options. I love living on campus, definitely recommend it. You can live all 4 years. And I think there's a 2-year requirement. You have to live on campus the first 2 years. And then after that, you can. It's awesome. I love it.
Great. Thank you so much, Haley. I appreciate it. We'll do one more question and get a t-shirt over to Roxanne, who asked, describe the food on campus. Where do you eat and what do you think of the food on campus?
Great question. The food at Western New England is totally awesome, right? So back in my sophomore year, they built a 4-story dining hall building, right? We call it the University Commons. There's so much that goes on in there food-wise. So, you can have, your all-access dining plan. You can go upstairs, you can swipe in, and there's tons of options, from grill options to vegetarian options to gluten-free options. There's so many things you can eat all the time, right? And then downstairs, we have something we call magic meals and bear bucks. So it's other things you can use for other, types of eating on campus. So we have Firehouse Subs, which is like a grinder place, and we also have another grill section. Then we also have Starbucks in there too. And we also had sushi that got added last year. So there's tons of options, for anything that you might need or any type of food that you might want when you come here. There's so many options. I can't stress enough. There's literally so many options. So it's totally awesome.
Thank you so much. Hopefully you're getting a sense of the fact that our Golden Bears have fun. There's always something going on over the weekend. Some of the clubs that really stand out to me, we have a Warp, which is basically a gaming club that participates in gaming tournaments. I also love our Improv on the Rocks group. We have an awesome professor who used to work for Second City in Chicago, and they do all kinds of improv performances. I have memories of just sitting on a Friday night listening to our students, and they're hysterical, and it builds great skills for jobs and internships. So some really unique things happening. In addition to our fun though, student volunteerism, giving back to the community, and student involvement are hugely important here. I'm going to turn it over to Ryan Mahan, who's going to take you through a video about student involvement.
Hi, my name is Ryan Mahan. I'm the Assistant Director for Programming in the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership. We have a vast programming calendar on campus for students to get engaged and entertained all throughout the year. Welcome Week is hosted by our office, where Monday through Friday we host a variety of different events to welcome our students back to campus. We're really proud to say in our office that we have programming every Friday and Saturday throughout the entire academic year. We have over 50% of our active clubs and organizations programming on campus, and they're hosting programs with a variety of different themes: gaming, entertainment, participation, theater, music, arts, you name it. There's an opportunity for our students to get involved. So if you want to see what's happening on campus at any point, feel free to visit us on our social media platforms at WNE_involvement. But you can also visit WNE.edu/calendar, and you can see a list of all of the programs that we have upcoming all across campus.
We have over 70 clubs and organizations, ranging from the Ultimate Frisbee team to Stageless Players, which is our drama club, to art club, outing club. You get to go on all sorts of different trips, and our campus activities board, which plans wide-scale events on campus.
Hi, we're back here in the University Commons on the first floor, and as you saw in those videos, we have a very active campus, but not so much on a Sunday morning. So you probably don't see behind me too many students yet coming out of bed to come over for brunch, but you can see Spirit behind me, and he's reading the Westerner, which is our student newspaper. And the first floor of the Commons is home to Starbucks, our grill area, a convenience store, and a little off shot, you can't see it right now, out these windows is our Rock, where students will often paint and advertise their events on campus. And due to COVID-19, a positive thing that we've done is really increased our outdoor seating. So students can take their food, grab and go outside and sit outside these windows and have a great lunch and talk with their friends. So it's a great place to study and to congregate and gather with your friends. I'm here with 3 students who are going to talk a little bit about their experiences in the co-curricular and how being involved has really enhanced their university experience. And so I'm going to just turn it over to Autumn, Chloe, and Stephen in just a minute. So Autumn, or Chloe, sorry, I messed up my order this morning. Talk to us a little bit about how involvement has impacted you.
Thanks, Dean Jay. Hi, everyone. My name is Chloe Wood. I'm a senior accounting student originally from Colchester, Connecticut. During my time here, I've gotten a lot involved with a ton of different things, from academic clubs, like being in the honors program and on the council for that, as well as some more non-academic related clubs such as peer advising. I'm also a peer tutor. I have a ton of jobs on campus that I've done since my freshman year. Some of them are more new, but I've gained a ton of really valuable experience from all of these, whether it be knowing how to work in a team, getting better with communication, time management, really all things like that. And a lot of those helped me to get an internship for this past year. I interned with one of the big 4 accounting firms in their audit practice right in Hartford, Connecticut. So I was able to gain really great experience there, and Western New England really made sure I was able to do that, and I worked full time, and they made that accommodation for me so that I could get the best experience possible. And I was able to apply all these skills I learned to be successful and actually end up with a job offer that is lined up for after graduation. But I couldn't have done all these things that I do if I didn't have that extra push from my staff and faculty, who are really pushing me to get out of my comfort zone, but always supporting me there along the way. So I know Autumn wants to come talk too. She's had another really great experience with getting involved on campus.
Well, thank you. Hi, guys. My name is Autumn Kelly. I'm a senior computer engineering major here at Western New England. I've really been involved since I came to campus. I started with GBTV, which is the media club on campus, where we do a bunch of fun filming activities and stuff like that. We also put on the Golden Voice, which is a singing competition on campus, and it's a huge event every year. I really enjoy that one because it's just a lot of fun, and a lot of students come out and get to see the talent we have on campus. Other ways I've been involved is through peer advising, and now I've just joined class council this year. So I'm really excited. We just had our first event on campus last night, which was the big WNE, and we had a huge crowd, socially distanced, masked up. So it was really great to see the community come together even during a global pandemic. Definitely being involved has helped me transition into college. I come from a huge family, and coming to college without my brothers and sisters, it was definitely a huge change. And I got through that change with the help of my peer advisor, and then also just being involved and making friends on campus. Because of my peer advisor, I was able to join peer advising and gain other leadership positions like the steering committee or the community building chair. It's just through the involvement on campus that I've been able to become the person I am today, and I'm super excited to be graduating this year and go off and take all the skills that I've gained over the past 3 years and apply them to my job. So
We've had some questions come in while you were talking, and so let's try to take a couple before we toss it over to Stephen. So first question is from Tim from Colony, New York. Can you speak to the employment opportunities on campus, both work study, non-work study, and how you might be able to find out about those?
Yeah, so I can talk about that. I had like a couple different jobs coming in my freshman year. I actually applied before I even arrived to campus. I got my forms all figured out at SOAR, so I was ready to work right when I got here. And I got a job in an office on campus, which is really nice because they're really flexible with hours. They understand your student, your academics come first. So if I need a day to study for an exam study session, that was always okay. But we have a new website actually this year where they can use to find out about different employment opportunities on campus, if they need work study or not, who to get in contact with about that. So it's really awesome. It's super streamlined and easy once you get on campus to find a job. And they'll make sure that if you have work study, that you're going to find something so that you do have those funds that you were told you would get.
All right, great. Thank you. Liam from Belmar, New Jersey wants to switch it up. He's curious about classes. What's the average length of a class?
So for classes, usually if the class runs Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of the week, it's a 50-minute class. So that way you have a 10-minute period. If you have two classes back to back, you have those 10 minutes to walk from one location to the other. If it's a 2-day-a-week class, usually it's about an hour and 20 minutes. So then once again, you get that 10-minute walking period from class to class. The nice thing about these classes is that professors, they're very flexible. You know, they understand if you have two back-to-back classes that even though you may have the 10 minutes, maybe you're across campus, they still are flexible. Like if you get there a minute late or a minute early, they're great. Classes are just enjoyable because the professors, they want to be there. They're teaching what they're passionate about. They're not just teaching it to check a box on a checklist. They love getting involved with their students and helping them through internships or career opportunities. So classes are just really great on campus to be a part of, and you learn so much that you can apply for your future.
Great. Thank you, guys. All right. So I know that we've already had at least one question, and I saw a question come in about athletics on campus, and I certainly am a big athletics fan. Today I'll be sitting back and watching professional football, but it's more fun to watch our students out on the field. And so I'm pleased to be joined by Stephen about his experiences as a student athlete, and then he's going to introduce you to a video that kind of highlights our athletic successes. Stephen.
Thank you so much. Hi, friends. My name is Stephen Hill Jr. I'm a sophomore. I'm a sports management major from Middletown, Connecticut. This is my first year as a peer advisor. Another big thing about me, as far as student involvement, I am on the football team. I think the biggest thing about the football team or just athletics overall here is the genuineness in the coaches. Like a lot of times there's different values with sports, but our coaching staff, our main priority is actually pushing us to be better people, better athletes, better students, and it's genuine. It's not just because we have to play football. And that's why they're doing things like we have weekly academic accountability forums. We're getting teamed up with life skills mentors on a weekly. And that's really a big reason of the part why I wanted to stay here, is just understanding the coaches that they really want us to become better people. And it's really important, not just to my academic and athletic, but my personal development and expansion. I feel like it's very important to definitely at least try a sport or try to get involved with any form of activities, whether it be intramurals or a sport, or at least just really form of student involvement that you can. And now we're going to transition to a video. Thank you guys very much.
My name is Matt LeBranch. I'm the Director of Athletics. To be a student athlete at Western New England means committing yourself to a greater cause, a comprehensive collegiate program that stresses striving for excellence on the field and in the classroom. Here at Western New England, we offer 20 varsity sports, 10 for males, 10 for females. Our most recent addition, our 10th varsity sport for the women, women's ice hockey, hits the ice this year for their inaugural season. Most of our teams compete in the Commonwealth Coast Conference, and annually our teams participate in NCAA tournaments as a result of winning our league. Over the last 20 years, the athletic program has grown at Western New England to become a leader, not only in our conference, but regionally and at the national level. In 2019, wrestler John Boyle, competing at the Nationals in the 184-pound weight class, became the university's first national champion. Being one of our over 500 student athletes that participate in our varsity programs means being part of a family, being part of a community. It means participating in a co-curricular experience that will extend and support your academic goals and your personal goals while you're on campus. Each student athlete has an opportunity to become engaged in some of our specialized leadership programming. Through programs like our Student Athlete Advisory Committee, through programs like Captain's Council or our Life Skills Mentoring Program, our student athletes have an opportunity to develop particular leadership and service skills that will carry them into their professional lives. Thank you for your participation today, and I hope you will consider helping us to write our next chapter as we continue to grow as an athletic family.
Hi everyone. Welcome back. It's me, Brian, and I'm back at the University Commons. I hope everyone's been having fun today. Can I ask everyone on YouTube Live to give us a little thumbs up, a little celebration panel here if you're having fun today? I'm so proud of all my colleagues today, all of our students who've put so much effort into giving you a sense of Western New England University. Let me just take you through what's going to happen for the rest of the day. And I want to also outline some important next steps, especially for some of those seniors that are out there in the audience. In just a couple minutes, I'm going to turn it back over to Dean Jarzabski, and she's going to run an awesome. So keep those questions coming. We don't want you to end this day today without having every single one of your questions answered. So have those questions ready, get ready to engage and participate with our student panel. After that panel at about 11:15, we're going to be offering a number of different breakout sessions. College of Business, College of Engineering, a couple of different breakout sessions in our College of Arts and Sciences, and then a breakout session for our College of Pharmacy and Health Studies. We also have an admissions and a financial aid session going, but I want to talk a little bit about next steps. If you're a sophomore, junior, or a senior, I want you to know that our campus is open for individual campus tours. Of course, because of COVID-19, we're campus tours, but you can sign up at visit.wne.edu Monday through Friday, schedule a one-on-one campus tour. In addition, we are open every single Saturday and Sunday between now and Thanksgiving. So we've really extended our hours. We want our families to come on campus. We want you to experience the Golden Bear magic. We have a full staff of admissions counselors that want to hear from you. They want to make one-on-one appointments. If you go on our website, there's a section that says Meet Our Counselors. You can view all of our admissions counselors, and they all have Calendly links. So if you want a one-on-one Zoom with just a student and your counselor, or you want to bring your whole family along, know that we want to meet with you. We want to get to know you. We want to connect with you as you prepare your application for admission. So seniors, a couple things to keep in mind. While Western New England University is on rolling admissions, we do have an early action deadline, November 1st, and we are offering this year an additional $1,000 scholarship for those students who apply before November 1st and are admitted through our early action program. That's a really great program if you're thinking very seriously about enrolling at Western New England University. It's not binding students to raise their hand to say, yes, we are thinking very seriously about becoming a Western New England Golden Bear. If you miss our early action deadline, that's fine. We will work on rolling admissions. For all students, we offer merit scholarships up to $22,000 per year, and we really do put ourselves on personal attention. So we want to walk you through the financial aid process. Starting October 1st, seniors can fill out that FAFSA form, and we have a culture of financial wellness on this campus. So we want you to understand every detail about the investment that Western New England University. So that's just a little bit of an overview. Let's turn it over to Dean Jay, to our students. Let's get this panel started.
Hi, thanks, Brian. I'm pleased to be back with my panel right here and all the little boxes to live answer any of the questions that you have. I was just scrolling through the chat and thrilled to see that many of you have put some questions in there. So keep them coming. We're going to do the best we can to address those questions. I'm going to ask my panelists to go around and introduce themselves one more time with their name, major, where they're from, what year they are. And I want them to talk a little bit about some of the things that they are involved in on campus. And then we'll start to go right into some questions. So I'm going to start with Jordan, who's the first person in my boxes.
Hi, my name is Jordan Brown. I'm a senior American Studies major with minors in African American Studies and Criminal Justice from Wilbraham, Mass. And I'm also a commuter. On campus, I've worked in the first year office, and I've also worked in the Academic Success Center as an academic progress monitor. And currently I have an internship at DCF.
Nico, why don't you go next?
Hi, everyone. I'm Nico Carantonis. I'm from Salem, New Hampshire, and I'm a junior biomedical engineering major here on campus. Some of the clubs I'm involved on campus is I'm a part of the Biomedical Engineering Society, and I'm also the director of programming for the Residence Hall Association.
Thanks, Nico. Madison?
Hey everybody, I'm Madison Caldwell. I'm a senior health science major from Belchertown, Massachusetts. A few things I'm involved in on campus are open house, open house associate, and I'm also part of a food committee.
Great. Garrick?
What's going on, everybody? My name is Garrick Burnett. I'm a senior mathematical science major. I'm currently pursuing 3 minors, one in statistics, one in psychology, and one in athletic coaching. I commute on campus, and I'm a part of the peer advisors, and I'm also the president of Golden Bear Community Council.
Thanks, Garrick. Haley?
Hello, my name is Haley. I am a junior English major from West Springfield, Massachusetts. On campus, I am a resident advisor and a member of the women's tennis team. I'm also the editor-in-chief of The Westerner, which is the student newspaper of Western New England. And I am the assistant editor of the Review of Art and Literature, which is the art and literary publication.
Well, it'll make you happy, Haley, that Spirit was just downstairs reading The Westerner. All right, we're going to turn it over to Chloe.
Hi guys, I'm Chloe Wood. I'm a senior accounting major from Colchester, Connecticut, and on campus I'm a peer advisor. I work a couple different jobs, one of which is being a peer tutor. I've also had the opportunity to study abroad in Paris, which was amazing. And I'm also a Cohen Scholar for the College of Business, where I act as a student ambassador for the College of Business.
And last but not least, Stephen.
Hi friends, my name is Stephen Hill Jr. I'm a sophomore from Middletown, Connecticut. I'm a sports management major. And here on campus, I'm a peer advisor. It's my first year being a peer advisor. Super exciting. And I'm also on the football team. So thank you guys.
All right, thanks everyone. Before I finish some of the questions from the chat, I'm going to ask you all to talk a little bit about what the college search process was like for you. So, and how did you, what were you looking for, and how did you come to find it at Western New England?
I can go first. So as you probably remember earlier, I'm from Springfield. I was around Western New England my entire life. You know, I played some baseball games on the field when I was younger. I was just around the area all the time, like basically my entire life, right? So when looking for college, I knew I wanted to stay close to home. And I came on campus to Western New England for accepted students day, right? So once I got there and I went into the classroom and I met with some of the faculty and some of the staff, right? It all just clicked in my head that this is the place I need to be, right? I've been around here my entire life. It's just everything that I could hope for, everything I was looking for, Western New England definitely offered. For me, it was the small class sizes, the one-on-one work with the professors and some of the faculty, and just the amount of support here at Western England. It's just, there's so many. You're going to be supported literally from the first day you get here all the way till you graduate. So I was just everything I looked for, and I wanted to be close to home, and it just checked every single box off my list. So.
Anybody else want to take that question?
I can go. So when I was looking for schools, when I was first looking, I really never heard of Western New England University. I applied to a whole bunch of schools before I actually found out about this school. So one day, my mom was looking at different colleges for engineering, and she found Western New England in one of the top 25, I want to say, of whatever article it was. And then we decided to take a road trip up here one day because it's 2 hours away from me. And I honestly fell in love with the school. I love the small class sizes. All the other schools I was looking at, the class sizes were bigger. It made me feel claustrophobic in the rooms, but here I was not claustrophobic. I liked the open atmosphere, and it had a very well sense of community feel to it, and it just made me feel like home. That's why I chose to come here.
Thanks. So without naming institutions, I'm sure you all have friends who go to other institutions. How would you say your experience here is different from theirs?
I can talk about this one. So I have a lot of friends who go to some bigger schools, a lot of big state schools and things like that. And it's just so crazy. I remember my freshman year when we caught up for the first time, and they were saying how they didn't even know their professors, whereas I was saying oh, my professor introduced me to these professionals in the field I'm interested in. This professor met with me after class to really go over this material that I maybe wasn't so confident in. And it's just very different. Even when it comes to academic advising, we sit one-on-one with an actual faculty member to kind of figure out where we're going to go, what we're doing, what courses to take. Whereas a lot of other institutions have just people who are professional advisors and that's all they do. And it's a quick little email or a quick meeting, even if that. So just the personal touches of everything, they really care about you as an individual. You're not a number. You can't get out of skipping class all the time because they're going to notice, and you're going to get an email and a check-in for that. So.
I'm seeing, I think from Roxanne, maybe a question regarding safety. Can you all talk a little bit about maybe the RAVE app and some of the things on campus, not just COVID related, in terms of whether or not you feel safe and what's the support there?
I can talk a little bit about that. I personally, I can say I never feel unsafe on campus. I always feel like the community that we have here is very kind of inclusive to us. We are like gated in. We have that gates that close at midnight. So past midnight and until I think 5 or 6 a.m., there's only one main entrance into campus that cars can come in. And other than that, everything else is gated off. We also have blue light buttons everywhere on campus. I think there's like 39 blue light buttons throughout the campus. So that is, if there's an emergency, you can see one almost everywhere where you are. You just go hit the button, and then it calls an officer to where you are right now. We have a public safety staff on campus, and they're fantastic. There are also the Rave Guardian app, and that is an app where you can hit a button. So there's a bunch of different features. You can hit a button if you're walking from one place to another and you don't really feel safe. So you can set like a timer. And then if you don't hit the timer, when you get to where you are and the timer goes off and you don't touch anything on your phone, it sends an officer to your location just to double check that everything's okay, that you got to where you needed to be. You can also do anonymous tips. So you can, send an anonymous message saying, hey, I am in this location. There's a something that's making me nervous. So the Rave Guardian app is a great way to feel protected. Like I said, I never feel like I need to really use the Rave Guardian app, but if I did, I know that it's a great way to ensure safety on campus.
And I know, because I get them, you sign up for the text messages, and I know if we lost power in Franklin Hall at 3 a.m, because you'll get a text message. So it's a great way for us to get alerts in real time if, there is something that happens. I'm seeing Dylan Church ask a question about clubs in engineering, and I wondered if we could broaden that out a little bit. So we talk a lot about co-curricular in terms of like movie nights, drive-in movies and, concerts and laser tag and those kinds of things. But there's an academic co-curricular component with specific clubs to your major. So does anyone want to talk about the academic clubs and, in particular, if anyone could talk about anything in engineering?
Yeah, I can do that. So I'm actually involved in one of the engineering clubs. I'm involved in the Biomedical Engineering Society. So for a lot of the engineering related clubs, for each major, there's like a particular club that goes along with that. But to broaden that, for almost all majors, there's a certain club where you can take, like there's a chemistry club, there's a neuroscience club, there's things like that. A lot of these clubs do put on programs like every Friday. So there's always something to do on campus during the weekends as well. So there's always different things that you can do. And the residence advisors also plan programs too on the weekends and things like that too. So there's always something to find to do on campus.
I know Chloe talked a little bit about her internship, but a lot of our major-based associations like Accounting Association, Finance, will often bring in like, meet the firm kind of nights, right? And in engineering, there's a mentoring program. Maybe this isn't an easy volley to talking a little bit about career development and opportunities for internships that you all might have had.
I can speak a little about this. So being a math major and some of the minors too, right? So for me being a math major, right? So I don't have to do an internship, but I have to do like a senior design project. So I'm working one-on-one with a professor and going through, the one I'm choosing is to do like the Department of Education, and it's going to relate, I'm going to find some things that's going to relate to what I want to do, after college, right? But even like, so one of my minors is athletic coaching. So part of the athletic coaching minors, I need to do an internship, right? So some of the programs require internships as it is, and they're going to guide you on where to do them. Then the Career Center is going to help you, you can do mock interviews, you can run your resume by them. So the fact that some of the majors like require internships is really cool because you're going to get the field work. You're going to apply what you learn in the classes in so many different ways. And it's really awesome.
Anybody else? Haley, I thought I saw you going for the mic.
Yeah, I just wanted to share, I just finished up a really awesome internship over the summer. So as I mentioned before, I'm an English major. I had an internship at Waldorf Publishing, which is a publishing company out of Texas. So it was a remote internship, and they would send me novel manuscripts and I would edit them. So I would read them, spelling, grammar, content, everything that was on the manuscript, I had a set in it. And I read 4 manuscripts, edited 4 manuscripts, and those are 4 books that are going to be published that I edited, which is like really amazing. And I got that opportunity through the Career Development Center. I utilized Sean Burke, who is the career advisor, one of them in there for the arts and sciences. And, he helped me build my resume, helped me apply for the internship. So it was absolutely fantastic. And it was just an amazing experience. The Career Development Center just does a fantastic job at helping everybody. And, they do everything they can to get you to where you want to be.
Just a quick poll. Can you raise your hands if you have had an internship or currently have one now? Okay, good. Yeah, so I see a question from Julia Hendricks, and this might be directed towards you, Stephen, so look alive. Is there extra help to students who play varsity sports?
Yeah, there definitely is. So I don't want to speak for other programs. I'll just speak for mine. But I know they do follow like similar codes as far as like having support for the athletes. What we do on the football team is we have weekly academic accountability forums. So it's basically a one-on-one meeting with coach. Just checking in, like, how has class been? Like, where are you struggling? Where are you doing really well at? What is due? And even just checking in person, like, how are you doing grasping things? So the coaches are really on top of us as far as things like that. They like to check in and make sure we're academically responsible. Then another thing they also do is that they pair us up with a life skills mentor. So they come in and again, they're just checking, how our class is, just keeping our heads straight because it's so important to have support as an athlete because there's so much going on top of outside of your sport. So our life skills mentor is there to kind of set us straight, keep us on track. And I don't know if other sports have followed the same exact kind of format as we do, but those are the kind of support systems that we do have in place for our athletes here.
Thank you, Stephen. I'm going to try, I guess, and read someone's handle. H. Gilmartin asked a couple questions about like homework and if faculty offer extra support. So maybe if you could sort of broaden that out, what's your relationship like with faculty and, how supportive are they?
So the relationship that I've had with the faculty has been very personal. My first class that I took here, my freshman year, the professor put her cell phone number on our syllabus and told us, like, just reach out to her whenever, if you ever have any type of question. It doesn't even have to do with the class, that she's always available for you. And I really think that speaks for the whole university and how willing the professors are to go the extra mile for you. So if you're trying, they're going to try just as hard for you.
Sorry, I was scanning through some of the questions. I think probably a couple of good ones as we start to kind of wind down so folks can get into the breakout sessions. Is Sarah Bunzy wants to know what you find most important in college. So it's kind of a broad question, but I thought you could have some fun with it. What do you all find most important and maybe most impactful?
I could start with this one if nobody else. I would say the biggest thing, at least that I found for me, it's different for everybody. I think the biggest thing for me was really just coming like in contact like with myself and being able to like assess things like, why am I processing things this way? Why am I breaking things down? And just really being present in all of the joyful moments and really being present in all of like the moments that aren't so happy, that might be filled with tears sometimes when you're stressed out. So those are important for building character. And instead of running from those, the biggest thing I was concerned about coming in is finding myself and being present and really taking notes of what am I doing in these stressful situations and how am I handling them and digesting them. So just really figure out yourself. That was my biggest thing coming in, is figuring out myself and who I am and what I'm about, just like on a very detailed level.
I love your positivity. Every time I hear Stephen talk, I'm like, aw, proud Mama Golden Bear moment, I guess. Anybody else want to add?
I think for me, a big thing is connectivity, right? So part of college is definitely, finding yourself, and getting into the routine that you want to do and just like finding your way, right? Finding your why, if you will. But I think another thing too is just having the support and being connected to other students, faculty, the support on campus, like the offices that help you. Like just not being afraid to ask for help is definitely another big thing. But just like knowing that you have support with you, whether it's other students or other departments on campus, like you have a ton of support here at Western New England, like literally a ton. There's academic, there's social, there's, anything that's going on personally. The counseling center is really awesome. There's just so many ways you can talk to people and get help and just get connected in so many ways.
All right, well, I see we're at 11:14, and so I don't want to get too behind with the breakout sessions, but if we could, I want to thank you all for being with us this morning. I want to thank everybody who submitted questions in the chat. I want to remind you that we have breakout sessions that are right after this panel. So if you go to wne.edu/breakouts, you should be able to navigate your way to the College of Business, College of Engineering, or the variety of arts and sciences programs, or you might decide you want to go into the admissions and financial aid breakout, or maybe you're watching with your family and you each want to go in a different direction. But before we head out to those breakouts, I just want to go around real quick and have each of you share one word to describe the university. Are you ready, Jordan? Could I put you on the spot? Go quick, one word whip here.
Community.
Nico.
Family.
Madison.
Home.
Garrig.
Resilient.
Haley.
Beautiful.
Chloe.
Well-rounded.
And Stephen.
Genuine.
Awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you enjoy your breakout sessions. And I really can't wait to see you. I hope you can come to campus for our really close tours. You can still sign up for those. And we're going to be having some really small mini events that will allow us to be social distanced and for you to meet some of us and answer any questions. So stay tuned for those, seniors, and we'll see you all soon.